EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Today, it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So how about that? I mean, wow, go on the road, start the game with an onside kick, they recover it. Bold, but hey, it turned out beautiful.
His team might even say, gorgeous.
11, go, go. 11.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they can't bring him down. Down the left sideline. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne.
58 yards.
And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Colts 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here first and 10.
At their own 18.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he tapped his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to break out a one-tapper, but then quickly brought down.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, hey.
Etienne once more. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
13, Lou.
Etienne up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And the Jaguar first down.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Red on red. 11, Agate. Easy. Read it, 24. Read it, 24. Silly.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Take Bigsby.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Dallas Flowers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10. And they're on 7.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Gets around him.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, it's Taylor.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, here's Taylor.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
11.
Here's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Jags have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result, big plays.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a give to Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In motion, the tight end.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's good for a Colts.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
And Minshew will throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Minshew. He's got his target. That's complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Second down, goal to go. Minshew going to keep it on the sneak.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Now Minshew.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.